Very sad news today for Little People, Big World. Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff are no longer together. Today, Tori and Zach were split up. I'll explain everything. An emotional story about love, hardship, and loss. Today, we're going to talk in depth about the true story that has captivated so many people. A love story that was once very bright but now seems to be falling apart. Tori and Zach Roloff's tragic divorce tale. Tori and Zach Roloff have been a TV favorite for years. Little People, Big World chronicled their struggles, successes, and unusual love that seemed to conquer everything. Fans worldwide followed their journey. But today, that love is crumbling. When the pair feels distant, disagrees, and tense, the tone shifts. What went wrong? What caused a seemingly stable marriage to fail? Was familial stress to blame? Publicity pressure? Did something else separate them? Rumors fly and fans are saddened, wondering what happened. But the truth is far more complicated than the tablets depict. We must return to grasp their division. Sparks began it all. Their lives changed forever after meeting. Tori, a smart and kind woman, meets Zach, a little guy who had overcome many obstacles. Their bond was instant. Viewers witnessed their love story on TV. Many considered them the perfect pair from their engagement until Jackson's birth. Both their chemistry and relationships appeared indestructible. Their lives behind the camera were full with the same obstacles any partnership confronts: poor communication, personal growth, and heavy duties. Tori and Zach faced life's pressures like any relationship. Their struggles included raising children, conducting a family company, and facing public criticism. As they struggled to stay together, fissures appeared. Over time, fans observed a shift. After sharing everything, the pair seemed to retreat into their separate worlds. Did the hardship of raising a family, especially in public, tear them apart? Or were there deeper issues? The tipping point changed everything. Tori and Zach faced a marriage turning point. It was the result of unsolved difficulties over decades. Tori Roloff, what a struggle. Love Zach, I always will. It feels like we've parted. We tried, but love isn't always enough. I don't know whether we can mend this since relationships are so much more. Tori's remarks resonate, a reality many couples share. Love doesn't always keep couples together. Even with your best efforts, things can go wrong. Zach Roloff, we've experienced some rough times. It's hard, but I care for Tori. We may not be intended to be together anymore. Zach, too, depicts the sadness of a love that had everything but couldn't handle life's hardships. It was hard to accept that they could be better off apart. The Roloff family, friends, and other minor individuals, major international stars, responding to the divorce. Each has a distinct view, yet all are sad. The divorce rocked the Roloffs and their fans. Some admirers were shocked, others sad. Even close family members felt the separation's agony. What's next for Tori and Zach? Will the emotional wounds prevent them from co-parenting Jackson and their other children? Can they be happy apart? Will their past love reunite them? The Roloff narrative of Tori and Zach, a love, grief, and future hope story. Will their story end happily? Time will tell. The music ends, leaving emotional ambiguity. Let me know if I should proceed with the next segment. Tori Roloff says she has the finest job ever. Little People, Big World supporters brand Zach and Tori Roloff hypocrites. Why? Little People, Big World fans called Zach and Tori Roloff hypocrites. What did they do this time to anger TLC fans? TLC's Little People, Big World stars Zach and Tori Roloff left the network after saying season 25 would be their final. They are recording their own podcast with full creative freedom. Even though TLC often casts controversial actors, you should keep your thoughts to yourself to maintain network income. However, many people have noticed that Zach and Tori's true personalities are showing after leaving the program. On Zach and Tori Roloff's Raising Heights podcast, Little People, Big World viewers heard a frightening revelation about the former TLC pair. Zach and Tori discussed how they handled dwarfism and family criticism on a recent episode. Zach and Tori are quick to attack these people, but they also insult the LGBTQ+ community, according to Little People, Big World fans. Supporters say Tori and Zach Roloff don't mind berating critics over their family's problems. They can also judge LGBTQ+ people in other contexts. As predicted, Little People Big World fans was happy to point out this obvious inconsistency and had much to say. After hearing about this on a podcast, several fans called Zach and Tori Roloff as terrible as Jeremy and Audrey. Hate them now, I've been different, a fan said. That family's behavior is awful. Zach and his family should know better, right? Another TLC fan said they judge the LGBT community without hesitation. Not for me, but you. This gently reminds them that they are still hostile, even if they are less bothersome than Germ and Hodgedge. Tori Roloff says she has the finest job in the world with husband Zach Roloff on Mother's Day with her 3 children. Tori has a 2-year-old boy, Josa Luke, a 4-year-old daughter, Lila Ray, and a 7-year-old son, Jackson Kyle. Mom Tori Roloff celebrated Mother's Day with her kids. The 33-year-old Little People Big World actress posted Instagram photos with her husband Zach Roloff and their 3 children. Tori smiles and cuddles with her family in the first shot. Her kids also receive individual portraits. Tori poses outside with her kids. Her best task was likewise considered by the mother of 3. She captioned the photo, "Mom is the best job ever. I love these 3 so much that I'm grateful to God for choosing me to be their mother." Tori commented, "Thinking of mothers worldwide today. Future and past, you are loved." On Tuesday, April 23rd's Little People Big World season finale, the father of 3 discussed his family's uniqueness and how they handle public scrutiny. "Our family will always be special." Zach said, "Our kids are small, I'm short. Tori is my wife and I'm her spouse. You accept that our family will likely always be conspicuous." "Sometimes it annoys me," he says. "We're sensitive occasionally. Since we feel monitored, we monitor our kids' behavior." Zach and Tori agreed, it's hard sometimes. The two announced their departure from Little People on their Raising Heights podcast earlier this year. Big world after 25 seasons. She said the past year was terrible since we no longer believed in the project. It was hard to attend daily. The 25th season proved hard to record. Zach acknowledged but termed their leaving regrettable because to their run there. Tori, who debuted in season 10 and married her current husband in 2015, says they left for several reasons. Tori says their 3 kids were a big factor for considering ending the show. The two wrote on Instagram about their show exit. "We're excited about our next chapter and grateful to our producer and team. We liked reality TV at times and not others. Sickness keeps Tori Roloff from Thanksgiving with family. I'll explain everything. Never miss this video." Tori Roloff of Little People Big World knows how a cold can interrupt life around Thanksgiving since she missed it. After her husband, Zach Roloff, had a fight with the patriarch, Tori has avoided Roloff Farms and her father-in-law in Battleground, Washington. The couple and their 3 kids are independent. The mother of 3 notified her Instagram followers on Black Friday that she was sick this year, canceling her Christmas plans. Tori posted a sunset photo of her family on Thanksgiving. Tori said missing Joshua's first Thanksgiving while sick in bed was traumatic. The fact that they do not like Audrey Roloff is something that both devoted followers of TLC and fans of Little People Big World are openly discussing. There have been some waves made within the fans by the mother of 2, and she has not yet recovered from her injuries. There are a lot of individuals who are persuaded that Audrey is incredibly deceptive, despite the fact that she may appear to be lovely. Is she a feisty young lady at her core? As soon as Audrey began dating Jeremy Roloff, the eldest son of Amy and Matt Roloff, she became a household name among viewers of the television show Little People, Big World. The father, who was 31 years old, generally gave off the impression of being rather jolly, but his wife, who was red-headed, sometimes appeared to be pompous and arrogant. Over the course of several years, viewers have witnessed the pair progressively withdrawing from the public eye. Now that they have 2 children, the couple is more reserved than they have ever been, and Audrey and Jeremy take pleasure in expressing their opinions over their traditional way of life. Despite the fact that fans of TLC have made every effort to welcome Audrey, many of them wish that the couple had never tied the knot. Audrey's revelation that she believed the cameras were invasive, stating that she and Jeremy were not built for the spotlight, was the first time that fans of LPBW began to resent her. The fact that Jeremy and Audrey then continued to upset viewers during the height of the COVID-19 outbreak provided evidence that this idea was correct. There was a post that Audrey made on Instagram in which she expressed her sadness over the fact that her daughter Ember had been confined for such a long time. Fans screamed against their luxury, pointing out that they lived in a bubble when many people lived in situations where they were unable to do the same thing. Those who followed Audrey thought that she was oblivious to the predicament that ordinary people were in. She erased the statements of everyone who did not appreciate her article, and she only reacted to the comments that were positive. This did not improve the situation. Another thing that has irritated supporters is Audrey's lack of responsibility. Ever since she gave birth to the third kid of the relationship, she has made it a point to remind her admirers that she has 3 children who are younger than 4 years old. She uploaded a picture of the tumultuous event that occurred in their hotel room while she was on vacation with her family in the aim of eliciting compassion from her followers. Instead, Audrey was faced with opposition, particularly after she welcomed the fact that she was not had to wear masks while traveling by airline. Those that watch Little People Big World are, to tell you the truth, not impressed by Audrey. The pair's blog, Beating 50%, as well as their book, A Love Letter Life, have left a lot of people who were formerly fans of the couple with a negative taste in their mouths. Audrey gives off the impression of being a self-righteous woman who has not been forced to face with the highs and lows that are a part of real life. On the contrary, she is content to reside in a glass home, and her followers are unable to refrain from hurling rocks at it.